If you're new here, hi, thanks for watching. I'm Rachel. This is Marcus.
Marcus, how you going?
And we live on 110 acres in Western Victoria, and we are attempting to grow as much food that we can. So we've got a large veggie patch and we've got fruit trees. And this channel is all about our journey and showing you how we do all of that and what we learn along the way.
A bit of fencing, a bit of everything.
All sorts of
We
things.
do it all.
All the sorts of things that you would sort of need to know if you had a veggie garden, but also if you live on some land.
If you want to learn anything, probably not watch me.
We learn the hard way. We make mistakes, but I actually think that that's the best way to do it. We're certainly not perfect, but if you want to just follow along and see what we have to do, that's what this channel is all about. So let's get into today's video. Good morning and welcome back. Today's video, I was trying to think what today's video was going to be about, and there's something I've been putting off for a while, and it really needs some work, and I think that's what we're going to try and focus on doing this weekend, is preparing our garden beds, particularly the ones, the non-raised beds. They are full of weeds, and I don't know if anyone else can sort of relate to this, but you know when you sort of put something off because you think, I don't really want to do that, I don't really want to do that, and you put it off and you put it off, and then it just gets worse. And you know, weeding and preparing beds tends to get like that, and I think that's where we're at. And the worse it gets, the less likely you want to go and do it, if that makes sense. So I think that's where we're at. But I also realize that it is the beginning of October, and I don't really have much more time to do this, because in a month's time, I'm going to be planting out tomatoes and zucchinis and beans and all those sorts of things. So I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and get out there and just do it. And I don't know if this is going to be a really exciting video, because, you know, me out there just weeding and preparing beds is not that exciting, but I'll try to sort of bring in some extra things as I'm doing it, but it is what I need to do. And as much as I'd like to do a video about something else, my time needs to be spent in preparing my beds. So I can't put it off any longer. It needs to be done. Marcus is currently out there doing some whippersnippering, so it's pretty loud. It's also a bit windy today, and I expect tomorrow's going to be even windier. It's going to be quite warm. So today's, I think, around 24 as a top. Tomorrow's up around 27 or 28. So it's our first sort of like warm snap since winter. But with it comes hot, like northerly winds, and it is meant to be pretty windy tomorrow. So I don't know how we're going to go tomorrow. I might try to get out earlier in the day and later in the day possibly. But it is a bit windy out there today, so I probably won't do too much talking while I'm out there. But I'll set up the camera and just show you what I'm doing. And if I need to, I'll do like a voiceover or something like that, so that you're not hearing all that wind in the camera. Anyway, not that exciting, but it's the reality of getting garden beds ready, is that you need to sometimes spend the time just getting out there and getting things ready and preparing your beds. So going to do that today. I'm going to show you a bit of a before and after, because I think that might be a good motivation for me, is to sort of see the before photo and then the after, so that, you know, you kind of feel like you've accomplished something. So anyway, I'm going to head out there. I've got my hat on. It is warmish today, so I'll be trying to keep the sun off me as well, so I don't get too hot. Okay, I'm going to head out now and get started and stop talking about it. Oh my gosh, that was so much quicker. That that machine is... How much did we spend on that thing? Marcus, how much did we spend on that? $200 secondhand. That is hands down the best machine we've ever bought for this garden.
Just on Marketplace.
Yeah, on Marketplace. That's right, $200. This, like, I don't normally like to till the gardens this much, but oh my gosh, that is so much quicker. I even got Marcus to do this one here. Like, have a look at that. It's just, it's now all ready for planting.
We'll have to pull a few weeds out.
Yeah, we do need to get in here and just pull out some of the weeds and that have been loosened.
The first one I did over there, that was the worst one. It was
because that had grass growing like nearly as high as this plant here.
Yeah.
So we will go and pull out some of those now that they've been dislodged. And
weeds, I tell you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But honestly, that machine, that just like made our life so much easier.
Yeah.
That's...
I don't know about you. I got to hang on to the bloody thing.
Sorry. I know it's a little bit hard on you, but for that small amount of time, pulling that machine around through that's unreal. Now the garden beds are all... Now, yeah, we still need to go and clean up a little bit. I also need to get in where I've got calendula here. There's a whole heap of grasses growing through there, so I've got to pull them out by hand. Same with I've got some you did wreck my borage a little bit.
Oh, it was out of control that.
It got out of control. That's all right, because I actually have more to plant, so I'll put some more in. So these are going to seed, these grasses along the back. I've got to pull them out, and there's a few in through here. And I'm actually, now that the sun's gone down, there's no bees, I'm going to pull all of these out. Alrighty. Well, my borage, this is self-seeded, it just grew on its own, did get a little bit of a touch up there, but it'll be all right, and I have some more to put in anyway. And so now we've cleared all of this, and all of those, I think it was some kind of a brassica with those yellow flowers, are all... They're gone. It actually didn't take that long. I've left in some of the calendula, and then this is really going to be a flower garden anyway, so I will, I've got some flowers in the greenhouse that I'm going to then plant into here. So, wow, I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like we've achieved something. And I feel like it's doable now. I felt a bit overwhelmed before because it was just all too much. But these beds are looking good. Now we've just got to work on these paths, which we might do tomorrow.
We'll do that tomorrow early.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too windy. Yeah. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll do the paths tomorrow. It's supposed to be really windy tomorrow, so
and pretty warm, like 28 or something like that.
And I'm on standby, so it's going to be...
they think there's a risk of fire.
Yeah, so it could be hopefully nothing.
No, I feel like it's not dry enough, but what do I know? I'm not an expert.
No.
But I think tomorrow, if we get out either early and possibly later in the day when there's not so much wind, because it was windy. Sorry, I talk with my hands.
Oh, it's all right. I'm used to it. Getting smacked around.
It was really windy today, and I found it really unpleasant. And I get allergies and asthma, and I felt like it was just not very good to be out here. But as soon as I looked outside and saw the wind had died down, and it's actually beautiful out here.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's not cold. It's awesome.
And we've just spent, what's the time?
I don't know. Watch us flat.
We've just spent about just over half an hour.
40 minutes.
And we have achieved a fair bit in just that short amount of time coming out.
Like Rach said, it's so overwhelming.
It is.
That's like everything. Every job we look at, we go, oh my God, we keep putting it off. But if we work as a team, we
and I think that's important. I think to do it smart, like, yes, I could have done all that by hand, but it would have taken me forever and it would have killed my back. Yeah. So we brought that machine out. And as much as I don't like to till too much, I think it just has to happen. And I'd like to say that we will try to keep on top of the weeding and never let that happen again.
No.
But that's not going to happen.
Well, we were trying to keep on top. It's just so hard.
Nah.
It's like life.
Yeah, life.
Happens.
Exactly. And I think it happens every year. So I'm not going to say that we're going to keep on top of it. Yeah. These beds will pick out some of the weeds, and they're pretty much ready for planting, which will be soon in the next few weeks, 3 weeks or so.
We've got a busy couple of weeks coming up.
We do.
Yeah, so.
What, in the garden or?
Well, I've got a couple of busy weeks coming up.
Yes, actually we might film some of that because you're going to be.
Yeah. I'm on leave.
Yeah, I know. you can take over. No.
Oh, great.
Marcus has got leave, and he is going to be setting up our sprinkler system for fire.
Hopefully I'm doing it.
And you know what? It's another thing that we put off because we're scared and we don't know if we're going to do it right.
I don't know about Rachel's scared, but I am. I'm crapping myself.
You don't know what you're doing, but we've actually just got to have a crack and have a go. And fingers crossed it'll work, because I think we're safe this summer.
Hope so.
Because, I mean, everything around us is burnt. There's still not much that has grown back on the forest floor. Yeah. But you know, it's not going to take long, and that's all going to be bush again, and we're going to be at risk. So we need to set ourselves up so that we feel very comfortable, and that's going to be your job for the next couple of weeks. So I might try and do some filming when I can and sort of show you a bit of the process. Won't show you all the bits when
I swear at it and stuff it up a bit. Whatever.
But actually maybe we should, because that's what happens. We get out there and we have a go, and it's not always perfect, and sometimes we make mistakes, but that's kind of how you learn.
Yep.
Morning. It's Sunday morning, and so far it's really nice out here. It's pretty cloudy, but not really much wind at the moment, so we're going to try and get out and get this garden finished. But let me just move away because Marcus is pumping up a tyre. We are going to do those paths, and we've been using just gum leaves and branches and things that have dropped down from, well, mostly gum leaves actually, just dropped leaves from the trees. And what we're going to do is try to kill two birds with one stone, try to get two jobs done. So this area here behind me, under all these trees, this used to be another chicken pen, but we're pulling all the fences down and just opening this up. You can see there's a bit of a remnants of an old chicken house. Oh, the roosters are really all over the place. The roosters are really crowing this morning, all of them, I think. So this area all down the bottom has a lot of leaves, branches and so on all drop down. So we want to clean this up anyway, just for fire risk. So we're going to try to get some of this and clean it up, put it through a mulcher. So we do have a mulcher, and that's what Marcus is trying to do now, is bring the mulcher over. And then we'll go and put that on the paths in the garden. So we thought we'd try and do this first, and also kind of tick off another job in here. Rightio, we've got the mulcher. I call it a mulcher, but it's called a chipper shredder. There we go. So this is runs on petrol. So it's not an electric one. We used to have an electric one, a smaller one, but we got a bigger heavy duty one to replace it when we moved out here. Now Marcus was just saying he's actually removed a lot of the branches from in here. So I don't know how much we're going to have, but we might try to rake up at least some of these leaves, and then there are quite a few little branches, so we might be able to put them through and mulch them up a little bit. There's a little bit out there and in the corner up there as well. So then what we might do even is get into that chicken yard out the back there where the chickens are, because I do know there's quite a few branches out there that need to be cleaned up. So we'll see how we go. Well, it didn't really make a lot of mulch. That's it. That's all we got out of it. It's barely a pile. I think when we've done this before, we've been out where a big branch has come down off the tree and mulched it, and we've had a lovely big pile, but all those little sticks, by the time you mulch them up, we don't get a lot. So we're wondering whether this is actually worth it. Now, I have been making some piles of leaves, so just raking up all this area. So I've got all these piles that we can pick up and use for mulch. Or we may end up putting it on our outdoor fire and burning the rest. Prefer not to burn it. I prefer to use it if we can, but I don't know. And a lot of this has still got sticks through it. I haven't actually got the sticks out. Hey, the other thing I was thinking, some of those branches that are hanging low need to be chopped down. Yeah. So I wonder if, like, some of those ones that are sort of coming down there, if we chop those down, we could mulch them up. Yep. That might make a bigger pile. Yeah. So this is the path I'm going to do first. These are the paper bags, but I didn't have as many as I thought. I thought I had a big pile, but maybe I used them for something. So it's definitely not going to be enough. But I do have some cardboard that I might go and get. So I'm going to cover the path along here with cardboard and paper, wet it down, and then bring that mulch, the leaves, and put that on top. 2 wheelbarrows. That's what we got out of it. That's all right. We'll spread that, and then the rest we'll just do the leaves that I've got over there. It's now Monday morning. We're on to day 3, but we're going to get this finished today. Yesterday afternoon got quite windy, and then it rained. Hazel, shush. And we didn't end up finishing, but we're very close. So this morning we think we're going to finish. We've got 2 more paths to mulch, but before we do that, we're going to fix up the trellises that the beans are going to grow up. They're just not long enough, so we need to make higher ones. So Marcus is just pulling them out now, and we're going to redo those before we put the mulch down. Oh, we're finished. Only took us 3 days. No, it didn't take us 3 days. It was 3 days, over 3 days, but not 3 full days. So we're done.
Thank God for that.
I'm going to flip it around in a moment and show you the after, and I must admit it looks pretty good compared to the before.
The thing is, it's a lot of work. Probably you're not going to notice.
Oh, I think you will when you see the before and after.
Okay.
I think
you've got it before.
I've done it before, so you'll be able to see what we've done. So all the paths are being mulched, the garden beds are ready, and we fixed up the trellises for the beans, made them higher. So, and I planted more flowers in my flower garden because they were all ready to be planted out. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you our 3 days worth of work.
No, let's go 2.5.
Oh yeah, maybe 2.5. Okay. Here we have it. We've got mulched paths. We've got garden beds ready to go. And we've got new trellises, nice and high. At least this one on the left is very high. For the beans. The dog is barking. And again here, more mulch paths. And this flower garden, which was overrun with weeds, now has, I've got borage in there. This one got a little bit knocked around, but there'll be others to grow there. We've got some, I think these are cornflower, more borage across the back there, and then a whole heap of zinnias. They're all zinnias in through there. And then over in this space here, hello putty cat, and the other putty cat. And I put a few other flowers just in that patch there that was empty. So that whole garden bed should all be flowers once they all grow.
Bees are going to love that. The
bees should love that. And then all of these garden beds are ready for summer planting. That's exciting. That's such a difference, like compared to what we had before.
I'll probably get a bit more of the dark soil to top it up.
Yeah, we did top up this garden bed here with some of that composty soil. And this one probably needs a little bit of a top up, and we did put some in the flower bed. But the one on that side, we put heaps of compost in last year. Oh no, early this year.
No, it was in the middle of winter or something.
It was like in autumn, winter. Yeah, so that doesn't really need it. We didn't actually grow.
It's really good.
Yeah, and we didn't grow much in there. Well, we grew weeds.
No, we grew that grass stuff you grew.
Yeah, well, we grew a cover crop that didn't quite work, but that's okay. All right, that's the end of this video. We have lots of planting to do soon. It's now, what are we in, the first week of October. So in less than a month, we'll be planting out all of the cucumber seeds, and I've got to do pumpkins. I just remembered. And tomatoes.
Aren't we doing the pumpkins in our pumpkin patch? I've been preparing.
Yes, I know. But okay. I need to grow some seedlings first, which idea. I better do. But yes, everything is ready to go now. So we'll give you updates as the season goes, and we'll finish this video right here, and we're going to go and have lunch and have a rest for the afternoon.
Yeah, no, actually, there's a bit more work to do.
Okay,
That's
all right.
another story.
Another story, another video. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like this content.